Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So we are going to be making some Sunday lunch stroke dinner, okay, for my family, guys. So I'm starting with some puff. I'm just putting the plain flour. I'm using plain flour from Tesco's. Is this Tesco's? No, this is from Aldi, rather. This is from Aldi. Yeah, it's Aldi flour. It's not Tesco's. Okay, so I'm making some puff. I'm just sifting the flour. Okay guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I didn't want to do a very long intro. In fact, I didn't even want to do an intro if possible. So I'm using quite a lot of flour. The flour I'm using is probably like 4 cups or 5 cups of flour. It's what I'm using. Yeah guys, so I'm just sifting the flour. You can see it's quite a lot because I want the puff to be a lot. I want the puff to be a lot, so I'm using quite a lot of flour. So I'm going to be making puff and I'm going to be making jollof rice. So that's the flour sieved already. I'm going to be adding some active yeast to it. Just going to use my little spoons here. I think I should use this one. A teaspoon, because I'm using a lot of flour. I'm going to be using like 2 of this active yeast and maybe a little bit more because it's a lot of flour I'm using. I'm going to be adding some baking powder to the flour. This is from Aldi, I think. Yeah, Aldi. The active yeast is from Tesco. This is actually from Tesco. So this is from Aldi. So I'm putting like 1 heap and a little bit of baking flour of teaspoon. So I'm going to sift the baking flour as well because I don't want any lump in there. And then I'm going to be adding some sugar. It's very dusty. I'm going to be adding some sugar. As I'm making this, let me quickly give a shout out to all my amazing members. Shout out to Sheila, shout out to Uncle Sam, shout out to Stay Sweet Cuisine, shout out to Nigerian Mom in Australia, shout out to, oh, I can't even remember all of them names. The ones I can remember because they are on top of the list. I can easily remember those ones. Shout out to all my amazing members and shout out to all my amazing subscribers. Okay guys, so you just put as much sugar as you think you want. Okay, I'm still going to probably add a bit more sugar because you know this is puff require a lot of sugar. It needs to be sweet but not too overly sweet. Okay, not overly sweet guys, not overly sweet. So I'm just combining all the dry ingredients together. I'll just add a little bit of sugar again because I feel the flour is quite a lot. Okay, I think that sugar is fine. And you just combine all the dry ingredients together. Give this video a thumbs up and check out my website SOPHIA'S.com. Also, I'm going to be adding some vanilla flavoring. Okay, and I'm using lukewarm water to activate the yeast. Okay guys, so I'm going to be adding my wet ingredients now. Because a lot of flour, I'm going to use the whole of this. It's half that is here. So I'm just going to pour everything in there. And then I'm going to add the water bit by bit. Well, maybe not bit by bit like that, but I'll just add water and mix the flour together. Okay, so you just add water, warm water. Okay, warm water. We are going to be leaving this mixture to stay for like 30 to 40 minutes. Sometimes I leave it for more than 1 hour if I'm too busy doing something and I don't have time to fry it. The puff puff can be there for more than 5 hours. I just leave it there. When I'm ready, I come and fry it, and it still comes out looking very good. So I'm going to mix all this together, guys, and I'll come and show you guys how it looks like. Okay. Okay, guys, you can see I've been stirring it to make it smooth. So I've used up all my water. The water was up to here. This is like 1,200 liquid. I don't know what that is. I don't know, pint. What is this measurement now? ml, yes, 1,200 ml, which is in fluid ounce about 40. Water is what I use here. You guys can see the consistency. It's not too overrunning. Can you see? So I'm just trying to stir it more, and I'm going to cover it up with cling film and kitchen towel, something like this. Okay, yeah, and then I'll set it aside, and then we'll start cooking the jollof rice. Okay, guys, so that's the mixture. Okay, let's do it slowly so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm just using the spatula to break out any lump that is in the mixture. You can already see the bubbles. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's already bubbles inside. That's to tell you the yeast is already activated. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, so I have my onions here. I'm using all these onions because some of them seems like, can you see, it's like they are going off. So I'm using 4. I'm going to be slicing one of them anyway, but I'm going to be blending the rest of them. So I think I might slice the one that fit firm. This one fit firm. So I'm going to blend these 3. And then I have some sweet long peppers here. Okay, and then I have these broken tomatoes. This is the tomatoes I bought for sandwich and salad, mainly for sandwich, but some of them are broken now, so I'm going to be using them as well. And then I have some chopped tomato can, which I'm going to be using, and I'm going to be using vegetable oil. Okay, so I got some garlic and ginger here, frozen one, but they are defrosing now. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be using. I'm going to just wash them first and put them in the blender before I actually use them. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now, and then we can cook our jollof rice for today's Sunday. Okay, that's our lunch stroke dinner. So please give this video a thumbs up, share it if you enjoy videos like this. Let me know in the comment section. I'm just going to peel all this off, blend it, and then we can start cooking our jollof rice, guys, because we need to also fry the, can you see this onions is about going off? That's why I decided to use it, but I'm going to blend it. Yeah, it's too soft, it's going off already. So I'm going to be frying the puff puff later when I finish, when I'm almost done with the jollof rice. I'm going to be frying the puff puff. Even this one feels like it's almost gone as well. Yeah, you guys can see. So I'm just going to blend them. want your jollof rice to be very sweet, you can use a lot of this onion. It had a lot of taste and flavor to the jollof rice. This one is firm, so I'm going to be slicing this one. It's much firmer than the rest too. Okay guys, so we are going to start cooking. I got my pot here already. Okay, and then I'm going to be adding my cooking oil from Aldi. So this is just normal jollof rice, okay? I'm not going to be adding vegetables or anything like that. This is just your normal regular jollof rice, okay guys? I'm trying to see if I can adjust the camera. I think I'll leave it like that. So my pan is already heated up. I like to always start with my salt first. I always like to start with salt. I don't know, because the rice quantity is quite a lot, so I'm adding quite a lot of salt. I think that is enough. And then next is my chopped onions. I'm just going to be adding all my spices now. This is garam masala. Paprika. Seasoning oil. Chili pepper, curry, stir everything together. Garlic and ginger. My blended tomatoes and pepper. I'm going to rinse it out, okay guys? Yeah, I have to rinse it out. Okay guys, I got my season cube here. This is non-chicken season cube. The rice I'm cooking is quite a lot, it's there. So I'm going to be adding quite a bit of this, okay? You can reduce it if you don't want to use a lot of the non-chicken cube. You just add the quantity you think you prefer to your food, okay? Me, I'm adding the one I feel I normally use for the amount of quantity of rice I'm cooking. So let me add this, and then I'm going to be adding the rice. The rice is washed already with hot water, pre-cooked like with hot water, washed clean. Instead, I'm going to add all my season cube, stir it, and then add the rice to it. That's all, and then I'll come and show you guys. Okay guys, so I've stirred it together now. I'm just going to use some foil paper to cover it up. And we are going to leave it to cook a bit of a low heat until the liquid is dry. Okay, so I put my cooker on 4. I'm using electric cooker. Okay, so when the water is dry, we are going to be adding some butter to it. Yes, you have to add butter to jollof rice so it can taste mwah. Okay, normally we add butter to it back home in Nigeria, so you have to add butter. Some people cook it without adding butter, but I'm used to cooking it with butter. So when the liquid is dry, I'll come and add my butter to it. Okay guys, yeah, and we are going to start frying the puff puff. Okay guys. Okay guys, so I'm going to be adding some butter. I've zoomed the camera so everything is going to be looking a bit bigger. So I'm going to be adding some butter to the rice. Just thought I would show you guys. That's my butter. I'm going to cut some and put inside the jollof rice. Okay guys, the liquid is almost dried, so I'm just going to be adding some butter to it. So I'm going to stir it together. I'm still cooking it on a low heat. I'm just going to stir it until the butter melts. And then I'm going to cover it back. Okay? So I just thought I would show you guys this part before we start frying the puff puff. Okay guys. Can you guys see the puff puff is rising so much? I have my hot oil here, so it has some bubbles inside. Let me show you guys. I've left it for almost, in fact I'm sure it's already an hour plus. It's already an hour plus. I don't know if you guys can see the bubbles inside the puff puff. So it's ready. So I'm just going to stir it together. Can you guys see that? It's ready. The puff puff is ready now. Let's open the oil. The oil is ready. You need a very hot oil. Very hot oil is what you need. I got my little basket here with some tissue to drain the oil and some spoon. Okay, so I got the puff puff. You see the bubbles on it. You guys can see the bubbles on it. Let me zoom the camera a bit out. Maybe that will be much better. It's a bit too zoomed in. I don't know. Does it look good like this? Okay, so I zoomed it a bit more in. Yeah, I zoomed it a bit more in rather instead of zooming it out. Okay guys, maybe you guys can see the bubbles more better now. Yeah, so it has huge bubbles. Okay, and our oil is ready there. Some people put onions in their oil. I don't put onions in mine. So I'm going to be using my hand. My hand is very clean. You just take some and you go like that. Okay, you can make it big if you want, but I'm not making it too big. If you have like a empty water, plastic water, you can put a hole in the middle of the empty plastic bottle, pour some of these inside with some with some funnel, is it funnel you call it, and then you just squeeze it. I'm going to actually try doing that one day. I'll get some empty clean plastic container, cut hole in the middle of the cover, pour some of this inside and squeeze it out instead of using my hand. You can also use ice cream scoop, but my ice cream scoop is a bit too big, so it always make the puff puff too big, and I don't want this one to be too big. I want it to be a bit smaller, so that's why I decided to use my hand. If you guys want a proper recipe, proper puff puff recipe, leave it on the comment section. I know a lot of we Nigerians know how to make. Alright guys, let me show you the first batch of my puff puff. It looks good. Does it not look good? Look at that. Pretty. That's it. That's the first batch. So I'm going to fry. Still got more butter here. So I'm going to fry the rest of them. As I say, if you want a recipe, leave me a comment in the comment section, and I'll do a proper detailed recipe of how I made my puff puff. Okay guys, so my puff puff is ready. Here I'm frying some plantain. I swear my husband just bought some nice plantain. Plantain is expensive now. Three of this, £1.40. So I'm going to be frying some plantain. My jollof rice is cooked. There's the jollof rice, some puff puff and plantain.
That is almost 900. Now almost 900 naira. 3 plantain.
900 naira for 3 plantain. Can you imagine? 900 naira. £1.40 for 3 plantain, guys. 3. I've seen some people that what I watch on YouTube that buy plantain like there's 5 or 6 inside for 1,000. For 1,000 naira anyway. But over here, and some people sell it even expensive than this. Some people it's not £1.40.
Sure.
Some people say 3 for £1.50. Some shops it's 3 for £1.50.
Exactly.
Depends on the area you even buy it from.
You buy it from.
Yeah.
I don't think I can get plantain like this in Peckham.
Exactly. I think the one you will find in Peckham, it will be as ripe and big.
Big like this.
Like this one.
Yeah.
So I'm frying the plantain now. My chicken is in the oven. I think the chicken is ready actually. Some places it's 3 plantain for like 1,000 something naira. Which is like £1.50 or £1.60. Yeah, so I like to slice my plantain like this. I don't like to cut my plantain into cubes. I don't like that. This is the way I prefer to cut my plantain. So this is our Sunday lunch stroke dinner. That's what I'm making. So the puff puff is the dessert. The English people dessert. So puff puff is African dessert. You can actually use chocolate to eat puff puff. You just melt some chocolate, dip the puff puff inside.
And you can use plantains.
Oh, my husband there. He said you can use Stella Artois, his beer, to drink some puff puff. Oh my god. Yeah guys, so we are frying our plantain and our dinner, our lunch stroke dinner will be ready. The chicken, let me bring the chicken out of the oven and show you guys. Okay guys, my chicken is burnt. I forgot it in the oven. So this one is my barbecue kind of chicken from Iceland, and these are also from Iceland, like the buttered chicken. These are 100% chicken, but I've burnt it mistakenly. Oh my god, because I completely forgot I was cooking it in the oven on a high heat. Oh well, we are just going to eat it like that. That's our Sunday lunch and dinner. Okay guys, so that's our lunch and dinner ready. Jollof rice is there, burnt chicken, plantain, puff puff, and yeah, and this is the food. Well, I'm having the burnt barbecue wings. Yeah, I don't have a choice. Oh well. So that's our puff puff. This is the last one that I fried, guys, on top. See the way it joined together. Yeah, now our plantain, our yummy jollof rice, of course our chicken. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.